So we're broadcasting live from Burlington, Massachusetts, our Ed Camp. And joining me today is Megan Davis from GoEnnounce. She's going to share with us her new platform designed for students, a social media platform that's really exciting. And this is my colleague Barbara, who's joining us too. So Megan, I'm going to turn it over to you to just introduce the company and your product. We're excited to have you here, so thank you.
Great. No, I'm excited as well, and I'm really excited to be able to share GoEnnounce with all of you. I'll be sharing my screen. Do you want me to start sharing it now when I'm kind of just going through?
Sure.
Okay, great. Let me know when you can see it.
Will do. Yep, there it is.
Okay, great. So, hi everyone. So what GoEnnounce really is, to kind of give you a basic background, and then I'll kind of walk you through showing you a couple examples of some student pages. We created GoEnnounce as a way for students to share all of their academic and extracurriculars and track and share them with a certain group of people in their life, more of like the mentors, relatives, those people that are always asking students, you know, what's going on in school. We wanted to create a way for students to be able to share easily what exactly they're doing, not only just academically, but also extracurricularly with these certain people in their life, and also have a place that they have this digital representation instead of having things always just in folders with just their academics. We wanted a place for them to really showcase who they are as a student. So this is an example. Actually, I'll go to like a live student. So this is an actual student that's using the platform. He's a 10th grader in high school. And so we allow students to have these basic bios where people can learn more about them. They have tons of fields they can fill out. They can put their awards, honors, clubs, extracurriculars, future plans, community service that they're part of. And this is, again, just their basic bio, almost like their resume in a sense. And then what we allow students, and this is a logged out version. I can also show you a logged in version and what that looks like. But so we allow students, we call them announcements, to be able to share exactly what's going on with all of their extracurriculars and their academics in a visual way. And so students invite certain people to start following them. We allow students to invite people via Facebook or email. They can also share it on their Facebook or Twitter feed as well. But if they invite them via Facebook or email, they can send private messages to certain people in their life just saying, hey, you know, this is a new way that I'm going to keep you updated on everything going on with me in school. And when, say, Brandon sent me his student page via an email, I would get this link. So this is his own URL. He can use this. He can put it, you know, in a text message to someone. He can, you know, share it via an email again just by clicking on this little email icon. I would come here. I would click follow my progress, enter my first name, last name, and email, and then I would become Brandon's follower. I'm not creating an account on GoEnnounce. I am just becoming his subscriber. And then every time he posts a new announcement, basically a screenshot of this is sent to my email. So it's an instant way for Brandon to communicate with me. I'm able to instantly from my email like it, comment or reply right back to him, even reward him. We're doing a partnership with where students are tying in all of their 529 college savings plans right now. So people are going to be able to donate directly and reward students right into their college savings plans. And students are going to be able to watch these college savings plans grow. So it's a little bit of incentivized education as well. So as you can see, Brandon's really using this page to showcase exactly what he's doing in all of these organizations that he's part of. So in his basic bio, he had kind of talked about how he's part of the Key Club, how he's part of ROTC. But here you can actually see what he's doing. He's actually really adding this visual representation of what he's doing in all these clubs. Also academically, I think he has some, you know, talking about some of his AP exams. I think he was talking about his GPA. Here, so I think this was, you know, one of his followers is able to easily comment right back to him right from her email. So again, this is just a way for them to always be able to receive encouragement, support. We have students sharing, you know, if they're applying for colleges, they're sharing their college applications essays, and their followers are able to give them quick feedback on what they think of it. Or if they're applying for schools and they need advice on that, people are able to help them out.
Megan, could we ask a couple questions?
Yeah.
So first thing, you think this is great. Barbara just said this is like LinkedIn for kids.
Yeah, so we really say it's like a pre-LinkedIn meets Kickstarter. So another quick feature I'll just go over really fast. So this is another student who was using it she raised money for all of her art supplies for her high school, and also another philanthropy. So again, this is just a great way this student is, really being philanthropic and really being able to showcase how she achieved these things for her school. So this is just another feature I just wanted to briefly show you really fast.
I love it. Megan and I met at ISTE, so I love this. I'm definitely going to promote it here in Burlington, but also, through Twitter and my PLN and through our digital citizenship chats. First thing that comes to mind is if you could address is student safety, because I noticed that you pulled up quite a bit of personal information about that student Brandon that you were showing.
Yeah.
Can you speak to the level of privacy and the level of control that a student has over that?
Yeah, of course. So every student's page can be completely private, where only people Brandon ever shared his page with could ever find it. This URL would be completely private. You'd never be able to search it, on Google. You would never, unless Brandon personally shared it with you via a Facebook message or an email message, you would never be able to find it, and that's in their settings. So again, it's completely private. Students have the ability to keep them public as well. So his page, the reason I'm able to show you his page right now is because his page is a public page where I could search for Brandon, and again, that's completely explained to them when they're signing up. Their pages can be completely private or public. The reason behind that is if students are fundraising, they'll keep their pages public so people can easily find their fundraisers. But again, students can keep their pages completely private. Another thing is every comment and every post is monitored on our site. So we have a flagging system that will immediately take things down based on keywords that have been plugged in our database, where if Brandon posted something that was inappropriate in any means, it would not be able to be posted. If someone tried to comment on Brandon's, one of his followers tried to comment on it with one of those inappropriate or keywords that have been flagged in our system, it would not even be able to be shared. But again, every post and every comment is actually gone through manually through our site as well, and the student or the follower is contacted if it's if we think it's something that shouldn't be up there.
That's a great feature, I think. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think that will take care of a lot of people's skepticisms or
Did she see this? Is it primarily a student tool or a teacher?
Yeah, so that's actually something really interesting that's been happening for us. So, when we launched the website, we went straight to the students. And, this was just a tool that we wanted to create for students to have these conversations about their education, because there really was no place that students were talking about this. They're not talking about this on their Facebook just because it's not, in a sense, cool to talk about school. But we thought there's a lot of people that want to know what the student's doing. There's a lot of times where they can help them in ways that the student even has no idea. And we wanted to give them this place where they thought like, oh, I feel comfortable talking to these 10 people about what's going on with me in school. So again, we went straight to the student. And by doing that, some teachers started to find out about it. Some districts started to find out about it. And so that's when we really learned about this whole digital legacy and digital citizenship that's being taught in the classroom. So what we're beginning to do now is we are beginning to partner with some different districts this semester as a pilot program and developing some ways that it's going to be brought into the curriculum. And we're really working it out still with a couple different districts on how it is going to be brought into the classroom. Is it going to be, more of a recommended tool through the guidance counselor, as that's where people have really seen it as getting all 9th graders on this platform and having the 9th graders start using this as a way to track and share everything from 9th grade to 12th grade. So when they're a senior in high school, and they're going to fill out their college applications, everything is right here for them. All their community service, all their extracurriculars, their awards, scholarships. They forget about all of these things that they've done. And we've already had students kind of write in and be like, can we use this link for our college application? So That's something also down the line that we're exploring. But it has really been interesting where teachers and different school districts have started to really explore and embrace our platform, and we're discussing how we can develop a curriculum as a curriculum tool in the classroom.
Mm-hmm. Can students link, Judy just mentioned it's like a portfolio for them. Can they link work samples?
Yes, so all of the, I'll go to. So this student, I don't know if you can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
So all of the announcements can have attachments, whether they're Word documents. I think she has, maybe this one does. All of them can have Word documents. Oh yeah, so here's some documents that they've been sharing. Students have something when they're logged in called My File Share. Can you see this screen right now, the Sam Bravo?
We see Kayla.
Okay, hold on. I think I need to just switch it to.
I love this. It's great. And now we see you.
Okay. Now can you see Sam?
Yes.
Okay, so this is an example of a logged in version of a student page. It's just a test account. But students have something called My File Share, and we're really expanding upon this feature. Oh, logged me out. We're really expanding upon this feature just because it's been something that is so popular with the student. We're going to be able to, almost like Google Docs, we're going to be able to let them have different files where, you know, 9th grade language arts or 9th grade science, they're going to be able to keep things separate, like a Google Drive. But so every time a student right now posts an announcement with an attachment, that will be saved under My File Share for them, even if they delete it. So say you deleted this post, this estimation of land value document would still be saved for Sam's access under My Files Share.
Great.
Is there a limit? Can you post videos?
At this time, they can only embed them in their post, but that is something, again, that has been asked, especially with the fundraising feature. Students have wanted to create videos for their fundraisers if they're raising money for college application. We allow students to create these online, like, educational fundraisers. A lot of times they're for college applications. Studying abroad's a big one at the college level. Their sports teams, key clubs, things that they're part of. Those are what the fundraisers are typically for. And the students have asked to be able to create videos for their fundraisers.
You mentioned 9th grade. Is there an age requirement, or could middle school students?
So if a student is under 13, they do have to do it with a parent.
Okay, under 13. Okay.
Yeah.
What is their cost?
And is there a cost, Megan?
No, so there is no cost at all, and that's why it's really, you know, we've always wanted it to be free for students. We always want this just to be something where they have a voice about their education, a way to really digitally represent who they are as a student. The only cost associated with it at all, and it's not even really a cost, is if a student fundraises, we take a percentage of whatever they raise, and it's 3.5%. It's clearly explained when they're creating their fundraiser. If we include them, we encourage them to build that 3.5% in. So if they're raising $1,000, we encourage them to raise $1,035. That's the only cost that would ever be incurred by them.
Any other questions? Can they, if somebody starts following them, do the students have the ability to block followers or unfollow?
Yes, so they can remove one of their followers if they don't want that person following them.
Well, I love this, Megan. You know, I think if you want to end the screen share, we can, real quick. Meeting you, I think we met at the Bloggers Cafe.
Can you see me yet again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we met at the Bloggers Cafe at ISTE, and you were one of the best parts of ISTE for me, and meeting you and learning about GoEnnounce, because I just...
Oh, great. Yeah, no, I'm so excited that we got to meet, just especially because I know you have such a great interest in like the digital citizenship, and that's something that really came out of ISTE for us, is being able to talk to all these teachers, about how the digital citizenship is brought into the classroom. So and how our platform can be useful. We want to hear from educators and technology directors and how we can, we can do a lot of different things with this platform. So how we can make it better for, building it into the curriculum, or for guidance counselors. We are, we love hearing all of those different things, how we can work with different schools. One example is, as I was talking about before, we're starting with districts as a small like pilot test program just to see how it's going to go. One district is in Michigan, in Bloomfield Hills. We've already met with the superintendent, and he's really on board. He loves this platform, and so he's really going out to all of his teachers and seeing is there parts of this that they want to bring in different ways with the guidance counselors as well. So then we're actually going back to Michigan, teaching all of those teachers how they can use it for their specific needs in the classroom. So we're more than happy to do that with other districts as well, in helping them figure it out. And it only does nothing but help us as well figure out how this platform can be really used, because this is, again, something that we didn't really expect when we built the platform. We always thought it would be something where students would kind of just find use for their own benefit. But if there's a way we can also bring it into the classroom, we're more than happy to explore that.
I'd like your can I get her contact information?
Sure. Do you mind if I share your contact information?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. She's from Beverly.
I'm the tech director from Beverly, Massachusetts, right down the road from here. Where are you?
Nice.
Where are you?
We're based in New York. I'm not sure if you knew that. So we're based in New York, so that's really easy for us to get to. And we're really, our team is really great about going to schools, doing live presentations, whether for their students, whether for their educators that want to be able to use the platform, just to be able to teach them. And because this is something newer that is going into the classroom, we think it's important for us to be there in person, to be able to learn, like, I don't like this feature, I would rather see it do this. And being able to kind of really do this together with the educators is something that we're totally on board for.
We have a freshman academy at Beverly High, and this could fit in really well.
Oh, great. Yeah, those are the things that we're starting to learn about. Is a different, I would love to learn more, when we talk about the Freshman Academy and what, if they're put in like a program, if there's like an orientation or something when they all have, that's kind of what we're doing with the Michigan school. They have an orientation, the Michigan district, they have an orientation where we're kind of going and teaching them, showcasing the platform, being like, this is something you should use. And then there's certain teachers that know about it and remind them, hey, have you updated your page? This is something that's going to be important for you. And another reason that, this school district is really passionate about using this platform is because they're seeing it as a college readiness tool as well. I mean, I know when I was in high school, there were so many things I didn't even know that I needed, like community service, extracurriculars. If you're making them think about these things and post about them and put them in a profile, then they're like, oh, I need to start thinking about these things sooner than my 12th grade year.
If you educate, teachers could say to students, you ought to post that to emails.
Right.
Just tell them.
Exactly.
I love this because it is like the pre-LinkedIn, and I think if they start using GoEnnounce at the 9th grade level, they have 4 years of practice of promoting themselves in a professional manner. In a digital space, and then the transition to LinkedIn, to the real LinkedIn, for them is much easier, and I think they'll understand it better, because I'm seeing a lot of students graduate. The first thing they do is they send you a LinkedIn request, and they're not fully knowledgeable about. I say that's the big time. That's the big time social media platform, and I think this would give them that training that they need. Before they hit the big time.
Oh, it's got a lot of different, I can see a lot of.
I love it. So I really like it. I'm glad we recorded this call, because I will share this with the administration here in Burlington. I mean, we're big advocates for using social media in the curriculum, so I think that they would love it. Yeah, it's a safe platform. I think you've covered all the bases there with that, and I want to definitely share this with guidance.
Yeah, great. And again, any anyone that wants to reach out, my contact info, feel free to share it. You know, we're really excited about what's going on and how we can bring it into, you know, different districts, into different curriculums.
Absolutely. I will post this the link to this video on my Twitter, and
Follow you.
and you got a new follower in Judy, and
Great.
yeah,
Great job. What
we'll
a great
spread the
thing,
word.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming into Ed Camp today.
Yeah, thank you so much for the invite. It was great being able to share the platform and great meeting all of you.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.